Welcome to part 14, guys. So this is just before the next boss, Sirne. I'm just going to go over my build quickly. So I've already got slotted which I want, so just pause the video or slow it down so you can see. I'm not going to read them all off because you won't be able to keep up as I repeat them, but it's all in my text guide, it's all listed. At the start of part 14 I've gone over my build. Basically I've listed every single weapon I've got on U. I've got Luminous, Pictus, all of that is listed. So yes, this is all I'm going to keep. I'm not going to change anything now. This is my final build for this boss. I do get rid of the boss pretty quick if you can't quite get your build as good as this because you've got less Lumina levels, or you just want to pick something else, or you're on high difficulty. There's not a big problem. You just might have to learn more of the attacks that the boss can do. The way I can work this is all the boss gets to do is his initial attack, then he does a charm attack a bit later, and then the boss is dead basically. I put some into breaking because this kind of works because I break the boss. The boss's turn's coming up, but I break him and that skips his turn, and it allows me to just cycle to somebody else and finish the boss off before she even gets a chance to attack. Yeah, and then other than that, it's mainly just working on my damage for my free aim, my base attack, of course, trying to increase my marking shots where I can, or burning can help as well as counter attack damage. But yes, once you're ready, come along here, this long passage, and at the far end, guys, you'll find the boss.
She's even grander than I thought.
So like I say, it's all listed in the text guide if you can't quite keep up or you think I was going too fast. So this boss can cast Charm, and Charm, it can be parried. There is a Pictus called Anti-Charm which you can also equip as a Pictus or Lumina, and it makes you immune to it, but yes, you can parry it. When I parry the Charm, I normally wait for the orb to pulse 2 times. It'll pulse, then it'll pulse again, and shortly after that, that's when I press the parry button. So yes, the boss will always do that attack first, pretty much. I just parry that, and I'm just going to do everybody's attack, then the boss is going to be almost broken, and then do a charm attack, then it'll be broken, and then should be dead pretty much. Yeah, and of course, because Monaco's going first, you can put exposing attack on him, just to make him cast defenseless on the enemy, so your other 2 party members do a bit more damage. I mean, if you've got more Lumina points than me, you can add even more Lumina onto your build. Because my Lumina point is quite low, like 63 or 64, I can't equip too much, but yes, I could make it even stronger if I just had enough points. So you can see that the boss is almost broken, so this should skip her turn in a second. But the charm attack, the boss didn't even get a chance to do it. It's called the Widow Ballet. When you see the Widow Ballet come down, yeah, she'll come down closer. It'll just be a random person, she'll cast a charm, and you want to make sure charm does not get triggered on you, because it'll make it that you attack your allies and you'll do massive damage to them. But like I say, you can parry it. But yes, once beat her, hopefully without taking any damage, so you get 20% more experience, you get a trophy, 2nd Axon, and then we're going to make our way to the Monolith. But back at camp, you've got a few things we need to do first. So now you've unlocked the barrier breaker weapon, we can now gain access to the Monolith where the paintress is residing. So we're going to talk to Sile, we're going to raise her relationship to level 5. Lune, she'll go to level 5 as well. Marlel, she'll go to level 5, and also Monoko will go to level 4. But for Monoko, it's going to be a little battle here with him in order to raise his level. Yes, level 4. You can't do anything with Esk just yet. And we're going to talk to the Master Creator. We'll increase the medium weapon a little bit more, and put some more Lumina points into Monoko, Verso and Marlel. We should have about 25 at the moment to dispose of. Yeah, so the Monolith, this area coming up, it's quite a large area. It's probably going to be spread. It's going to be spread between this video, part 15, and part 16. We're going to get it finished. Yes, we're going to get Monolith finished in part 16. So it's quite a large area, and the way it works, it's kind of got, you know, all the previous biomes we've kind of gone through throughout the game, all the different areas with unique enemies to them, different areas and whatnot. Yes, this area of the Monolith is kind of like a mix of all. There'll be some of the flying waters, there will be some of another area, and that's sort of how it goes. And as you go through each of them biomes, you get the enemies which you normally got in them biomes when you first went through them early in the story. There's quite a lot of strong enemies as well, boss enemies, so you get a lot of pictos and a lot of goodies, a lot of lumina and a resplendent chroma catalysts. But yes, my level next. Yes, she'll go up to level 5.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
And then Minoko will go up to level 4.
I know. They say
Yeah, once you get Esk up to level 6, we'll unlock the swimming ability. So we want to try to make sure we do that as quick as possible. But that's not going to be until after we get the other ability with him for the going through the story. Yeah, but you can't really get level 6 before that, as far as I know. Right, Minoko, he's the last one to do. So yeah, spend time with him, and we're going to challenge him to a duel.
no. The other chap.
Yep, he's feeling brave, trying to take me on.
All right. Get ready.
Yep, he's going to regret doing that. So yeah, you have to fight as Verso. He'll do some of his attacks similar to what some of his skills would do from the enemies you've killed and learned them from. He'll normally do the, I think it's the Chile move, and he'll also do the other one, I forget the name of it now. That like crystallized beast. Yeah, he'll do an attack like so, or a dual attack, will spin around twice. But if you just like the crystallized beast, I normally parry that when the beast lights up. Yeah, the body will like illuminate, and that means it's about to attack. But the other thingy, which attacks about 6 times, yeah, that's a bit trickier. Yeah, so once you beat him, you do get a bunch of experience, which is nice. And there we go, Minoko level 4. And you unlock his gradient attack, Sanctuary. Right, so that's all the relationship levels done for now. I'm going to come over to the flag. I'm going to raise everybody's luck. Once I get luck to approximately about 50 for my main members, Verso, Marlel and Minoko, I'm going to start putting it into agility. Right, so over to the Master Crater. Like I say, we're going to upgrade the medium weapon to level 19 now, which you should have enough resplendent catalyst to do so. So yes, Medallion up to level 19. You're going to be getting some good weapons for Verso and Minoko in this next area, so you don't really need to upgrade anything for them. Okay, so upgrade resources next. So we're going to put 8 points into Milo, 8 points into Verso, and 8 points into Minoko. Yeah, I'm just basically showing them all out. If you have one extra, just put it into Minoko or whoever's lower. That's it. I'm going to upgrade my health tint. That's currently maxed. Right, so now back over to the campfire, we're going to write in the journal. Just one quick little scribble in there. That's it, make sure you write in black ink. That's it, lob it in there. And I'm going to go to sleep. You're not quite at a relationship level yet where you can pick who you want to sleep with. So you're still sleeping by yourself. Right, after that you'll be back on the world map. We're going to head north over to the Monolith.
Wow. I drank too
Yes, swim all the way up to the paintress, her feet. Yeah, once you reach it, you'll get a cutscene, once you get close enough.
You bunch of drunks.
After the cutscene, you'll spawn on a small island with a item nearby and a merchant we can buy some more outfits from and a new haircut. Yeah, we're going to go to the barbers in a second.
Prepared beforehand. We still have a little bit of time.
Right, so once you've pulled your round body along the water, yeah, S can swim because he just floats. He's got so much gas inside his belly. Yeah, it's very gassy. Right, so once you spawn on this island after that cutscene, we are going to come over to this little tent. Yes, grab the journal. That's Journal Expedition 40. They almost got there. They almost got to the Monolith, not quite. Yes, so grab Journal Expedition 40 and also grab the pure outfit and the haircut. Yes, from that merchant. That is sorry. Yeah, you get the double braid haircut and the pure outfit. Once done so, head back over to Monolith and now you can head inside. Yep, go right up to the big toes of the paintress, guys, and you can warp to the monolith. Yeah, there'll be a flag as soon as you come in. I'm going to swap my build about a little bit again now, because I don't really need them breaking Lumina on myself anymore, because that's mainly just with Sirne, because I wanted to break her before she's got a chance to do any attacks. Yeah, so rest there, and this is my build at the moment. So pause if you want to. Yeah, this is my build for now, guys. So slightly different to what we had for the boss. Yeah, so my Pictos. With my Pictos, I've kind of put the Pictos which cost 10 Lumina to equip as a Lumina. I've put Immaculate on one of them, Glass Cannon on the other, and Combo Attack on the other, just because they're quite expensive. But they all cost the same, so it allows me to equally distribute all the other Lumina. Yes, and these are all the Lumina I've got equipped. What I'm trying to do now is I'm also trying to save up to equip Confident Fighter. Yeah, that costs quite a lot, 15. But yes, I'm going to try to save up to equip Confident Fighter next. And anything else, I guess you could go with Augmented Counter, Staggered Attack, just to increase your break a bit more, and it only costs 1 Lumina point anyway. But once you're ready to move on, guys, continue down this hill and head over to the paintress in the distance to trigger a little cutscene, of course. Yeah, this fight is similar to, well, dare I'd say, that fight near the start of the game where we lost one of the party members, where you couldn't really attack him. Yeah, you couldn't attack him, so this is the same, just keep skipping your turn. Yes, just pass it over to the next person in your team, then you can pass it to the next person. Just keep passing it along, and eventually you'll get a cutscene. And after that, we should be able to gain control in the monolith inside it. Yeah, monolith, there's about 7 flags in there, so it's quite a large area. As I was saying, it's kind of got all the different biomes you've been through so far in terms of the main story content. Yeah, so Paintress she's pretty big. She is huge. And she's clearly upset about something. Yeah, so just tickle her feet, that's all you can pretty much do at this point. So I'm just going to keep skipping turn. That's, you got to do it about 3 times again altogether.
Sweet taste of battle. Time to bleed.
Because this next area, the monolith, because it kind of shows all the previous biomes, it does seem like it's one of the final areas. So yeah, we're getting very, very close to the end. We're still a few videos away, but yes, we are on our way there. Very close, but of course, we've still got a lot of cleanup afterwards. But I might just do the platinum cleanup first, and then do all the extra bits after that. I'm not quite sure yet. I just want to get through the main story first. So once again, control in here. Yes, we are now inside the monolith. You can just head back that way if you want to go back outside. But yeah, we want to just continue forward. Now on the far left, there is a flag. I actually ran past it. There's a flag just there on the left. Make sure you trigger it, guys. Yeah, because I had to actually come back for it later off screen, because I realised, I was thinking, what flag am I missing when I looked on the fast travel options? Because there's normally one more option, and I figured it looked a bit weird. But yes, I didn't rest at that entrance flag. So make sure you get that flag back there, guys, the entrance flag. And then we're going to grapple across here. To be honest, there's only one more enemy, and then you've got the next flag. So it's not like a massive problem, you know, if you do forget that one. But of course, you just want to have them all anyway. So yes, you come across these enemies near the waterfall. 3 enemies guarding an item. 3 Lanceliers. So yeah, now we've got the enemies from the start of the area. So remember, you can shoot their weak point, that little orb, which is supposed to be their head. That's their brain. So yeah, shoot them in the brain. And that'll do a considerable amount of damage to them. But they'll still work because they kind of function on autopilot. Remember, these guys are controlled by AI. Even if you take out the brain, they'll still function. Yes, but you'll be getting a lot of experience from these enemies in this area. And we've got a new foot. We've got a Lancelier's foot. And we've got a colour of Lumina as well. So yes, defeat them, get a colour of Lumina. We also got a weapon upgrade. And continue along the path. There'll be a junction. We're going to go straight on at junction to find the next flag. This is the meadows, which are tainted.
Again.
Yeah, so unlock that flag. If you can upgrade, just upgrade your luck. Remember, like I was saying, I'm going to start putting it into agility once I get my luck up to 50 on my main party members. But for now, it's still going into luck, so we're not quite there yet. So once you're rested, we're going to turn around, go back northeast, We're going to take this path going around the big mountain, drop down near the rope, guys, and engage this enemy. Patrolling over here near the edge of the cliff. Yeah, so this is a Lancelier ×1. You've got a best enemy ×1 and a Portier. A potty. Yeah, a potty enemy. So you might want to focus on the smaller one first, of course, because if you kill him, you get some AP back. Yeah, but you should at least be able to get rid of the Abbess and the Lancelier on the first turn. Yeah, I mean the Portier might get a turn, depending on what your build is, or what difficulty you run. Yeah, you should always be able to get rid of the two of the weakest at least. And once they're dead, drop down here, turn left, and you'll find some enemies roaming nearby. We want to go left around the corner here, which want to kill these guys first. So here, you've got two Abbess enemies and a Lancelier in the middle. Yeah, so if you have a base attack coming, do not waste it on these flying enemies, because as you saw, it's just a massive waste. That's it, nice, got them. We'll be getting to the point now where most of your gunshots will be doing like 10,000 damage when you get lucky. Yeah, so grab that paint lock around the corner, that's lock number 1, head over to the paint cage, and to the right of that rope near where we came down is lock number 2, and on the back of this rock in the middle is lock number 3. Smash all locks, guys, and then grab the revive tint shard from the paint cage. Yes, a revive tint shard in the paint cage, just one of them. Climb this next rope, come along here and grapple across to near that bridge. Now we're going to go left, well, kind of ahead. Basically, we're not going to cross a bridge, we're going left of the bridge. And there should be an enemy roaming down the hill. I mean, I'd already triggered him, so he'd already made his way back up here. But yes, take out this enemy. Yeah, so this is a Valesta, a Lancelier, and a Portier. Yeah, so take out these. We've got a strong enemy coming up, a boss-like enemy. Similar to one of the bosses to start the game, actually. The VK. Yeah, so once taking them enemies, continue down this hill, but you want to follow the wall on the left. Yeah, follow this wall on the left, guys, and eventually you'll drop down a ledge and you'll find a colour of Lumina.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so grab that colour of Lumina, climb back up, and now we're going to engage this next enemy. Like I say, it's kind of like a mini boss. There's also a colour of Lumina on the left here, near where he's patrolling. So get that first, if that's closer than what the boss is. Yes, that colour of Lumina, and then approach the boss. So this boss is very, well, I was going to say very similar. It's pretty much the same as the boss at the start of the game. So he starts with 3 shields, and once he gets down to about 1/3 HP, he'll spawn about 8 more shields. So if you can take off the last third of his energy, his health, before he gets down to that point, you'll kill him and he won't spawn any shields. But you got to make sure you do it all in one turn. So yes, make sure you take his last third of health off before he gets a chance to have a turn, and he will not get any time to spawn any more shields. So he's got half HP at the moment. And I did it. So yes, I took down half his HP bar then in one turn, so he didn't even get a chance to enter his second phase. But yeah, once you killed him, of course, you'll get his nice little foot. Yeah, he's got athlete's foot. And you get a skill, the VK spear. You get Pictos upgrade as well for cleansing tint level 15. And this carry on, engage these enemies next at this junction. Now this enemy in the middle, I always mix these up, but the white one is they call it a Clair, and the black one is called the Obscur. Yeah, that's what these guys are called. I know there's not an Expedition enemy, there's not a 33 enemy. Yeah, you're not going to come across an enemy later on called Expedition. Now there's just 2 enemies, one's called Clair and one's called Obscur. Yeah, the white one, I think that's weak to dark but absorbs lightning, and the other one is the opposite. But once taking them out, guys, come right up this hill. This takes us back to the safe point, but I just want to take out this enemy. Yeah, them Clair and Obscur enemies, their attacks took me quite a while to learn them, actually. The attacks can be can take a bit of time if you want to learn to parry them. Because the timing's quite different depending on what one you're fighting. But some of the attacks are very, very similar. Yeah, so here you got a Lancelier, you've got a Portier, where you got 2 Lanceliers here. But once taking these out, we're going to turn around, we're going to go back down the hill to that junction where we just killed that Clair enemy. And we're just going to carry straight on with the story. Yeah, because like I say, this just takes you back to the save point. It's kind of like a little loop. I just wanted to take out this remaining enemy. I didn't want him to think I'd forgotten about him. So yes, take him out, go back down the hill. Yeah, and just carry straight on. So as you approach this corner, you'll get like a little memory, a black and white scene will play out. You need to go in the passage on your left, which is quite dark. Yeah, it's quite hard to see this actually. But yeah, in the middle of my screen, I know it's pitch black, but there's actually a passage there. If you look here, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yep, and in here, as you can see, we're now in the Flying Waters similar biome. Yep, similar to that. Yep, took inspiration from it. When you get to the first main junction, you'll find this enemy in the middle. So yes, you've got all these enemy types now. Remember, them guys with the mine, if you shoot them, that damage rest. But if you do find any of them, what you might want to do is take off any shields on any other enemies at that time. To be honest, it might not be, because if you hit a shield, you're just wasting your damage, because when that enemy explodes, it's not going to do as much damage as what you would be doing. So yeah, probably go for them first actually. Yeah, so always shoot the mine first on the little guy, and focus on the rest. Remember, the big guy does have a weak point. It will just be somewhere on his body, on his back of his hand, or on one of his shoulders. And come at this path here, guys, to find a new merchant, Mistra. You're likely not going to have enough to buy everything he's got for sale, all the equipment. So you're going to beat him first. Yes, I have chosen my guild Marlow. Yeah, I guess he did a Superman punch then. Of course, he's always going to start with a different attack, but he normally only gets a chance to do one. If he gets a chance to do anything. So you beat him. So what I'm going to buy here, I'm going to buy the Colour of Lumina ×3, but the weapon I want is Fragaro. Yes, buy that weapon, Fragaro. That's a really good weapon for Minoko. I don't have enough to buy anything else. If you do, then you might want to buy the rest, or you might just want to save your money, because it's going to be another merchant. We're actually going to come back to this one in the next video, so don't worry if you can't buy everything now. We will be buying everything before we finish this whole area. But yeah, buy the Fragaro. You definitely want that weapon, it's really good. Buy that, equip it on Minoko, carry on along the next path, keep left, and you'll find that resplendent chroma catalyst behind the pillar, which kind of like got a spiral shaped pattern on it. And keep heading forward and you'll come to another save point. This is the Tainted waters. Yeah, so we're going to fast travel back to the save point later. We're going to backtrack to that merchant and we'll just buy the other equipment, the picked host and the weapon. We'll buy them later from him. So now I'm just going to upgrade my luck a bit more, of course. Now we're going to head to the buried anchor in the middle. Yeah, take out these enemies, doing guard duty around it. Yeah, so you've got a crawler and 2 brawlers. The brawlers have a weak point, of course, in the middle of their heads. Remember, like I was saying, the crawler, it will be on one of their arms. Just make sure you destroy their shield before you hit the weak point, otherwise you're going to waste a bit of damage. And toast. Yeah, I love it when my free aim's doing like 10,000 damage. So I'll just spam it and it just kills anything. Yeah, then once you kill them, come up this hill. You'll find one of these Demi-Nor enemies. I think that's how you pronounce them. Demi something. But yes, engage them. There'll be 2 of them. Shoot the mines. That's it. That should take them both out. Then focus on the big guy in the middle. Right, once defeated them, crouch beneath the ship wreckage on the left and smash the crates at the back to find a Colour of Lumina.
Interesting.
Once got that, go back down to the anchor. We're going to go right around the anchor and on the back is going to be another item. Yeah, around the back here we've got an optional boss coming up, little mini boss again, one of them Bourgeon enemies. Yeah, grab that resplendent chroma catalyst, come down here, which is, I think this is east from the anchor, and take out the Demi-Nor. Yep, so you got one of them, and you got a luster enemy. So I think this is the only luster enemy in this dungeon. I can call it a dungeon, can't I? Yeah, that's the only luster enemy. So remember, their weak point, you just shoot them right on the tip of the head. Yeah, so next up from the anchor, come through this path between the corals, and it's going to be like a little hidden area. Yeah, come through here guys, and use your 2 grapple points, and you'll reach the big guy in the distance. Yeah, these guys will gobble somebody up to start with, remember. When they get their turn, the first thing they will do is they will suck somebody up, guys, and start chewing on them. But you want to be quick before they get digested and they come out the other end. But if you can break him quick, because when you break him, that's what makes him drop the party member. And if you don't break him quick enough, he'll eat it a second. But because we're a lot stronger now, you can kill him really quick. But you might not even want to break him anyway, because he'll just be dead before he gets a chance to be broken. Yeah, so as soon as he gets his turn, I wonder who he's going to pick. I wonder who he decides. Does he do a pick and mix, or if there's some kind of criteria which determines who he's going to eat? Does he go for weight, looks? I don't know. I don't know what he goes for. Look at that, he's almost dead. He's not even had a chance to have a turn yet, poor guy. Oh, and he's going for Verso. I guess he looks like a fine meal today. Right, so I'm going to finish him off. So I could break him, but I don't think I really need to, because he's dead. Nice, the fire burning is going to finish him off. And of course, he's going to spit out Verso and loads of acid at the same time. So that's another Bourgeon defeated. You'll get Bourgeon skin, of course, and some other goodies.
Nice.
Yeah, you get a new weapon, the Bourgeon. What's that weapon upgrade? Guess I'll see in a second. I think it's a weapon upgrade, weren't it? So I've actually just wrote weapon in my text guide, so I'm going to have to rewind it in a minute. The video is only a few minutes away from finishing, so once I'm done I'm just going to rewind it and check if that's a weapon upgrade or a weapon. Yeah, so once you're back here guys, near the anchor, there should be one path left, and it's this path on the left. Yeah, and of course I've got a new Pictos, so I need to equip it. Yes, I'm not going to be going slow when I'm just equipping a new Pictos to master it. Yeah, you do not need to see what I'm doing. I mean, you can see kind of. But yeah, I'm just equipping a new Pictos, guys. But I still want to, of course, I'm still trying to keep Monoko the fastest, because he's got exposed an attack on him. And then Marlel and Verso last. Because Verso still gets weapon where he can break enemies. But if I'm honest, you really don't need to worry about that. So I'm not really going to be breaking anybody anymore. Yeah, so here you got, this is the obscure enemy. So similar to that white Clair, but this is a black version. Yeah, it's called the obscure. He's probably the strongest, the guy in the middle. So you probably want to focus on him last. Of course, take the brawler out on the right first. But when you cast your base attack with Monoko, which is going to leave defenseless on the enemy, you might want to hit the strongest enemy with that. So they're going to be easy to kill when you get back round to them later. I just managed to kill that crawler with my fire aim with Verso. Yeah, so now he's going to do an attack. So you see his sword charging up. The timing for parrying with these guys, if you have to watch their swords. Their sword will charge and pulse when the attack's about to come. But sometimes only one sword will pulse when they do the attack. Sometimes both swords will. So it kind of throws out the timing. Because you'll be watching one, you'll press parry, and you'll mess it up and realise this is the attack where they do it 2 times. With a sword they both flash. So you've got to be really careful with them. But yeah, once you killed him, you'll get another foot. That's it. Just continue along here guys, up the rope. And then that'll be it for part 14. So yeah, part 15 we're going to continue through this area. And we'll actually finish it in part 16. Yeah, part 16 is when we will finish the Monolith. Yes, I'm just going to upgrade my attributes. Now I'm going to start working on agility, I think. Yeah, so agility now, guys. I'm not going to push luck anymore, because I'm not really getting much gains now. So yes, agility. Right, learn skills, rest, and then that'll be it for that one. So thank you for watching guys, and I will see you on part 15 tomorrow.